Hi, I'm Patrick Vaughn, the Unlikely Preacher, and this is the Unlikely Minute. Today we're joined by Dr. Craig Barnes, the president of Princeton Theological Seminary. Craig, thank you for being with us again.
Certainly.
Craig, we know from research that about 65 million people have left the church over the last 30 years ago. They are hurting, they're wounded, they never want to go back. What are some ways we might be able to offer them a word of hope or comfort or healing?
I think that the church offers comfort and hope and healing when the church is at its best, being hopeful and loving and caring. But I think it's also helpful to tell the truth about the church to people who've been hurt by it. And so I've never tried to be the church's PR agent. I mean, I love the church. I've devoted my life to serving the church. I don't have illusions about it. And I'm certainly not going to take it more seriously than God does. I mean, God is not limited to the flawed church. So when people talk about their hurts, I say, oh yeah, I get it. I was on an airplane not too long ago with a man who saw me working and he asked, what do I do for a living? And, pastors never really like that question because I know I'm going to get one of two answers. Either I'm going to hear about a terrible experience he had with church, or if he finds out I'm a Presbyterian minister, he's probably going to try to witness to me. So he went with option A. So I heard this long litany of things that he thought were terrible about the church and his own personal experiences with it, and he got done. And I said, I spent a lot more time with the church than you do. And let me tell you, you don't know the half of it. It's so much worse than you think.
That's a great answer. Great response.
Don't even get me started on the clergy. So, I mean, we're flawed. The church is absolutely flawed. And the amazing thing is that after 2,000 years, if there's any institution that does not deserve to still be around, it's the church. But the Spirit keeps using it, and it keeps pulling us up out of the ditches that we seem to be determined to drive into. So I think we do more good by just telling the hard truths that we are as limited as any other body. And we set up these idealized images of the church as holy people or your family of faith. Well, if we're a family of faith, again, we're as dysfunctional as any other family.
That's very helpful. Thank you for sharing your insights and your experiences. We appreciate you being with us.
My honor. Thank you for the invitation.
I'm Patrick Vaughn, the Unlikely Preacher, and this has been the Unlikely Minute.